Champions League 2024-2025 season group phase has finally kicked off. We're going to talk about all the games that are happening this whole first round. So let's get into some juicy highlights. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm trying to stay on point and not get off on a tangent, which I'm known to do. So grab your popcorn. It's time to just, start getting into it. So first, let's kick off with Juventus versus PSV. 3-1 Juventus beat hosted PSV, and to remind everyone why you're still in the European powerhouse. They played great. Weston McKennie opened the scoring for Juve with a header that might as well been on GPS guided because it was beautiful. But PSV's Malik Tillman, yes, I'm focusing on two Americans. Why? Because they were both playing and I'm American. So they weren't ready to roll over. He assisted their consolation goal, showing that the Americans were here and ready to make their presence known. But then now let's get to Bayern versus uh, Dynamo Zagabara. The scoreline tells you everything about their name. 9-2. Absolute dominated. Harry Kane scored 4 goals, yes. 3 penalties. And I feel like they should just call the penalty kick Kane's corner because that's like his spot right now. He scores a ton. So they mean business this season. AC Milan 1-3 versus Liverpool. Liverpool brought the fireworks to the San Siro with a 3-1 win over AC Milan. Christian Pulisic put it in front, but Darwin Nunez, Mohamed Salah had other ideas. Liverpool flipped the game on its head with 2 stunning second half goals, leaving Milan chasing shadows. And oh yeah, Pulisic and McKennie were the first Americans to score in the Champions League on the same day. History made. But that wasn't the result Milan wanted. I was hoping they would get him, but Liverpool just showed up second half. The fourth game, Real Madrid versus Stuttgart, 3-1. What's there to say? They should have scored sooner. You got Stuttgart, who got the first goal, and then Real Madrid finally kicked it off. They got late winners. It's like they were Bayern Leverkusen, which we'll talk about later. But okay, other game, Man City, Inter Milan. It was the most tactical battle of the week. Yeah, I would say the most tactical battle of the week. It was a tense match versus Inter Milan, 0-0 across the board. City dominated possessions, but Erling Haaland couldn't find his scoring boots. I don't know if he left them at home or if he just forgot his shoe size maybe. I don't know, but Guardiola said he was satisfied with the performance, but he was itching for the win because man, they got to play Arsenal coming up. And if you haven't checked out a video my last video I just did, I talk about Arsenal playing against Atalanta, but also the upcoming game, just a little tiny bit, and what you could expect. Now, some quick fire highlights. Oh, by the way, Inter Milan played really well. They countered extremely well. They didn't have the ball a ton, but when they did, they were very direct. So quick fire highlights. These are ones I'm just gonna read through and bust them out because they were like games that there are fans to, but they weren't very well-known games. So let's zip through these. Young Boys 0-3, Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins grabbed a brace and they cruised past the Young Boys in a one-sided affair. Sadly, no Americans on site here. Especially with Weston, could have gone there. Spartan Prague 3-0 versus RB Salzburg. That's pretty much it. Celtic 5-1 versus Slavonia. I don't even know how to say that. I'm not even gonna pretend to. Club Bruges 0-3 versus Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund just crushed it. Gio Reyna did not play. He was injured, so he wasn't there to be the playmaker, but he's really just been on the bench. So now we got PSG versus Genoa, or yeah, Granada. It's not Granada. I'm sorry, Genoa. Mbappe was not the hero because he's not there. So finally, um, they got the goal towards the end of the game. Fendor 0, 4 Bayer Leverkusen, not Bayern, Bayer. Uh, they just tortured them. Um, that's for sure. Witzel was, I think, on a hat trick, but didn't quite get that. Then we got Red Star and Benfica, 1-2 Benfica. Benfica just edged over Red Star. Dramatic affair. Blah blah blah. Um, More key matches. So Atalanta versus Arsenal. Like I said, there's a video. David Raya's heroic double save was like the highlight, I think, of this whole week. Saved them to be able to grab the point. They're really missing their captain, their playmaker, just everything. They need to get him back ASAP for sure. Atletico Madrid versus RB Leipzig, 2-1 Atletico. Atletico grabbed the late winner with Anton Griezmann. He's just stunned them. Um, maybe it wasn't a late winner, but I'm just quickly going through this. Sorry. Monaco 2-1. This was kind of the upset of the week. Eric Garcia grabbed a red card very early on in the game, and it detrimented the entire play for Barcelona. Playing with 10 men for like 75% of the game, that hurts. So that was match day 1. Hopefully you guys, oh yeah, Florian Balogun in that Monaco game, he did pretty good. He didn't get a goal or anything, but he showed up. He he did American things, just enough to show up, especially under Greg Berhalter. So that was match day 1 of Champions League. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe.